Uh, so today, our talk is about the sustainability and recycling of composites in future. Okay? So we will discuss of the trend and direction. So as you see, so far we have discussed together the modern advanced composite materials offer tremendously large range of benefits. But, uh, although we enjoyed to know its benefits and future potential and how to make it at the lower cost. It says if so, we are pretty sure we will have more and more composite material products, right? But that means there will be tremendously many the products after discarded, okay, after a long time. So their disposal may pose the challenge for sustainability. Right? So recently, the advancement in recycling technology and design can be applied for composite material also accordingly. So we will talk about recycling, especially about the composites here. So recycling in composite manufacturing is one of evolving entrepreneur as a business in this sector, right? Because its sustainability challenge has been addressed by many the countries' governments. Mandatorily, it should be followed in some cases. And unlike traditional material, composite have the recycling complexity, very complex because inside it is non-monolithic material. So two or more constituents are combined into one material. So their multi-component nature make us difficult to recycle easily. And, however, the innovative new techniques are being developed to resolve this issue. Okay? So the main methods are like the pyrolysis and the mechanical recycling and the chemical processes. Those are very similar to the conventional materials too. We just slightly reapplied with variation for composite material. Right? So the mechanical method is very direct and very the close at our hand. Right? So this is one the example of mechanical recycling method. In order to that, this is needles, okay, needle board, and they just punch the product discarded, wasted. Right? Then it can be the fiber web or the many debris will be obtained after all. So after that, this is a CFRP after the needle punched. Okay? So this SEM image of viscose fabric-based needle punched nonwoven fabric. So this will be used after some kind of washing process, something like that. Okay? So recycling process chain, and so this is waste of composite, then the proprietary patented recycling method is adopted and is the prepared and is make into many small pieces and the next smaller pieces and the injection mold or other thermoplastic way, this can be used, recycled, and we will have a recycled product. Okay? This is very general process, we can say. The rise of composite material in various industries, lightweight application performance advantages, versatile. Due to those characteristics, we will have more and more composite products, and after that product is finished for the purpose, then it will be discarded. Then it causes environmental concern, and we need have a sustainable solution for that. So landfill is one way usually we do, but this is not so good choice to recycle, because this is not a recycle. It's just buried underground. Right? So because the nature of polymer and advanced fibers, its natural decay will be long time taken. That means during we cannot expect the natural degradation within short days, short periods. So landfill issue is raised commonly, and the resource depletion. So virgin material extraction for composite affect the ecosystem and the resources, right? And the carbon footprint. So production and the disposal of composite both will increase carbon footprint crisis. We need to solve those kind of issues. So current recycling method of composite material is mechanical recycling and the chemical recycling and the pyrolysis. Mechanical recycling, like a needle punch method, so grinding, shredding, and the separation technique mechanically that can separate fiber matrix materials. It's very easily understood, but its result will not be so cleanly washed for recycled. So that means the using as it is would be low quality of, relatively low quality of raw materials can be expected. Usually recycled fiber have less than 80% of its original properties. Less than 80%. That means that is maximum 80 or slightly over 80% of its original strength or stiffness, something like that. So maybe we should expect 60% or at most 70% in general. Right? So so mechanical recycling itself have some drawbacks, and we can use also chemical recycling. Chemical recycling as a solvent or chemical treatment that should be broken down. Right? So composite the break into the return into its original components. So this chemical recycling is I think it looks better than mechanical recycling in the sense of its original property recovered, the level of recovery. Okay? And the pyrolysis means a high temperature decomposition. So in absence of oxygen, then produce valuable product from waste. Okay? That means that this will have tremendously much heat energy is needed. So that means this would be the expensive. And maybe in the process of pyrolysis, we may expect some kind of unwanted pollution. So each of those has its own strength and drawback, of course. Right? So we should choose or combine together to get our product to be satisfied for our purpose. And the limitation and challenge in composite recycling is the technical barriers and economic viability and the mixed materials. Those three keywords can be considered. And the technology barrier means efficient and cost-effective recycling is needed. Otherwise, the final recycled material would be too expensive. If it is more expensive than its virgin material, the original one, then who will use that recycled one? So that recycled material cost should be reasonable. So in that case, efficiency and cost-effective recycling technique is mostly needed, right? And economic viability means recycling cost often outweigh the value of recovered materials, right? So that's a little bit linked to the previous viewpoint. So maybe some kind of a benefit may be needed to promote recycling. And that is kind of policy level or support is needed, okay, to overcome this kind of things. And mixed materials, separating different composites is challenging and energy expensive. So we can do, but if it's too expensive, we cannot do. So that's because we enjoyed the strength of fiber reinforced composite, for example. That means the between fiber and the matrix have very strong bonding. But recycling means we need to need to divide it into fiber and matrix. That means that interface should be resolved, right? So it will be big trouble. That is challenging. That's just sort of viewpoint. So innovative recycling technique is continuously coming to us. So advanced sorting technique, bio-based resin, closed loop system, those kind of things are being considered to get more advanced and innovative recycling techniques into our society. And the circularity and closed loop economy for composite waste. So design for recycling is needed, and the repurposing and the upcycling should be considered, and the sustainable manufacturing need to be reached. So among those, the design or sustainability is very easily understood, but here's upcycling. Means mostly we say something should be reused. It means that the performance would be expected to have lower performance than before. Right? That is downcycling. But upcycling means not just recycling. After recycling through that process, that material should be reborn with higher valued performance. That is upcycling. So that is a function added cycling. Right? So it can be possible together with the very modern design technique and some kind of idea that is needed for. The upcycling is best one. And the strategy for improved design for recyclability. So use of recyclable material means employ resin and fiber with a non-recycling pathway. And the simplified design is to minimize complex geometry and using standardized the components. And the material segregation is designed for easy separation of different composites. Okay, to get fiber and matrix separately. And the role of policy and regulation is needed for driving the sustainability. So producer responsibility is emphasized, and the tax incentive is given by policy. Okay, this. And a collaborative effort between industry, academia, and government. Those can be said the research and development is needed as being going on, and knowledge sharing is needed in the same community for the same purpose, and the policy advocacy. It can promote this collaboration better. Okay? And understanding the environmental impact of composite material is important. The carbon footprint is usually emphasized in recent days. And carbon reducing or carbon production means related to money. So carbon footprint is a method. There is a method to calculate the amount of carbon footprint from that manufacturing or from that kind of activities. So through that you can negotiate with its economic characteristic. And the waste management. The composite can be difficult to recycle because many materials in it, and often end up in landfill as a worst choice. So it's very difficult to get agreements from society these days, and where they can persist for centuries. Okay? That is problem. It is very difficult to be biodegraded naturally, and the resource depletion with another issue. And the advancement in renewable and biodegradable composite constituents, natural fiber, bio-based resin, biodegradable polymer, those are even landfilled. In this case, it can be later biodegraded naturally after some time. Right? So this kind of the raw materials would be beneficial in the sense of the recycling issue or sustainable issue. Okay? And the innovation in manufacturing processes for sustainability is additive manufacturing, because it can reduce the waste of material, and the lightweighting technique, also composite design, can be optimized to reduce material use. And closed loop manufacturing is integrating recycling and reuse as a product life cycle. So all of those relate to the use, the minimum amount of materials to produce the product. And enabling circular economy with the composite material recycling, mechanical recycling, chemical recycling, downcycling. Okay? This downcycling is opposite to upcycling. Okay? This downcycling means the composites are repurposed into low value applications, such as filler material, to extend their lifespan and reduce waste. And emerging application of sustainable composite material, automotive, aerospace, construction, those kind of things can accept recycled material-based composite again. Okay? So in those area, this automotive, aerospace, and construction, there are many cases that the recycled material is used for its components already. And the challenge and the limitation in adopting sustainable composites, the cost, okay, main issue, performance, downcycling, upcycling, and scalability, okay, and the availability. Those kind of issues, challenge and limitation here. And the government regulation is imposed many times. So CFRP, those kind of things is being required to recycle these days. So there are many related the law from many countries. And the life cycle assessment and the sustainability matrices, environmental impact, carbon footprint, resource efficiency, those kind of terminology can be heard from the article or news. So you may have some understanding about those terminologies. Right? And why composite recycling method, environmental impact, like other waste, and resource conservation. Okay, and this is also common to other waste material, and economic benefit. All of those are very same trend with other the material that need to be recycled. But I think main problem can be resolved with this one. So for example, so this is just a general concept for recycle. So this is kind of plastic, because these days plastic is mostly well recycled material. Right? So plastic waste is transferred to MRF and the recycling center. At the recycling center, it's sorting into many types, and separately there is shredding, washing, melting, reorganization, new product waste. It's a well recycled group is organized and used these days. But this is plastic case. So everybody will understand it, because most of waste from company or the households. So they can understand this. Many times each of those have the very familiar product figure. It will be suggested so that they can easily classify it when they the trash. But like this is very easy to classify from the ordinary people. It's easier to be recycled. But do you have some understanding about composite materials? If it should be recycled, then how it can be classified like this? So you don't know, you don't have less understanding about this. So from the expert community, maybe there is various of many different type of composite systems. So their recycling method may different from mechanical recycling method or chemical process or pyrolysis. Which one should be used, or it should be, this is a landfill, something like that. It must be easily classified from household or final use, something like that. That kind of classification advertisement should be in advanced, I guess. So there's a film plastic case. If even the polymer case, if some of those are not well collected from household, then for recycling promotion, some of very easy, understandable advertisement can be found easily. Okay? So we can classify our. But this one, this is the CFRP, it's carbon fiber reinforced polymer. It's one of most the concerned composite materials for recycling. It's very strongly emphasized from government and from experts because it is mandatorily asked by government. So the CFRP is the matrix material. It's mostly use epoxy. Epoxy is a thermosetting. It cannot be hardly the recycled. And or vinyl polyester or polyester. Those kind of matrices will be used for CFRP. And the carbon is hardly degraded, right? Decayed. And carbon is very strong, and the carbon fiber is very expensive. So even though it after recycled, its fiber get degraded down to 60% of its original property. Still, it is pretty well for using for other purposes. Right? So, and the CFRP is one of mostly commonly used for manufacturing products these days. So, carbon fiber, reinforced polymer, waste is very much emphasized by policy. So there are many efforts to create innovative recycling methods for CFRP because most of manufacturers must follow the regulation. So this CFRP and this EOL is the end of life, and then waste. It can landfill or it's a scrap, is recycled. Okay? And the new material closed loop economy is very needed, right? Rather than just like this kind of the very worst case of the waste the region. Right? So this to make possible this kind of loop, this recycling method, mechanical, thermal, or chemical, so need to very important. Right? So come back to here. Okay. So challenge in recycling composite, especially this that you can find the CFRP related the composite. How to recycle those? Okay? Those kind of issue is easily encountered. So material complexity should be overcome, and a cost and the efficiency and the lack of infrastructure. So all of three are challenging objects to remove for enabling recycling. So a mechanical recycling of composite is grinding, or make it small pieces, and the separation, and the reprocessing, and the extrusion and molding. So most difficult part is this one. It's energy consuming, time consuming. And the chemical recycling method is depolymerization is used, and the purification step, and the recycling step, and the hydrolysis. That is chemical recycling steps. And the thermal recycling of composite, and the incineration, and the pyrolysis, gasification, the incineration. So this is pyrolysis. And the future composite recycling technique, so we need to make it automated. And the new technology is needed to advance technologies in separation, depolymerization, and other technology. And innovation, developing new recycling method will be very welcomed if those are more efficient and cost effective. So we can imagine how this can be recycled. Then mechanical the separation is most easily imagined. And the chemical is maybe a little bit different from non-export people, okay, because they need a chemical process. And pyrolysis is maybe a little understandable than chemical process. So any kinds of combination or a newly proposed method will be very valuable in this new business sector. And the circular economy and the composite is a design for recycling is needed. That means at the stage of composite design, so it must be considered how it will be full closed loop system. Okay. That kind of effort is required. And the case study in composite recycling, wind turbine blade, this is recycled with the turbine blade. It presents a unique challenge due to their size and material composition. So this size is longer than 50 meters, 60 meters. So how it can be recycled? It is the size will be one very big challenge. And the automotive composite case, the recycling composite from automotive parts can reduce the use of virgin material and decrease emission. Because automotive industry is its inherent nature is mass production. That means any kinds of component used in automotives means millions over 10 millions of parts will produced. That means if recycled material can be used for automotive components, then its reusability will be greatly enhanced. So composite waste collection and sorting, the collection system should be improved like plastic, so that everybody can understand how to classify when they waste those. And the sorting and separation, and the cleaning and the preparation. So those kind of efforts also needed. So recycled composite application, there's a construction material, automotive parts, consumer products, all kinds of products may be possible from recycled material. So already there are many kinds of recycled material-based products on market. and it has a kind of a marker, marker on the surface of the product, so that it is a little bit better to be sold because consumers have some caution about it. Right? But composite material case a little bit different than the previous polymer-based monolithics or aluminum or those kind of things. After recycled, it's almost no difference from the previous original one in the sense of material. But so composite material, in case of fiber matrix, it cannot be perfectly recovered from its original raw material case. So I think it is not avoidable to have equivalent property of recycled composite material. So we should find more creatively how those can be reused. So maybe by using some upgraded design concept may promote its usability better. Then we can have a kind of upcycling result. And the environmental and the economic benefit is very clear, right? Reduced landfill waste will be the expected, and the economic growth will be obtained because the recycling composite, it means it creates a new industry and job, and it can stimulate economic growth and resource recovery. So this recycling, composite recycling business is most new business starting from very few years back, because the mass production of a composite material component, maybe it's around 2010, something like that. Then after 10 years use, the waste will be found much. That means just 4 years back. And the recycled issue of composite material is raised. Then that means this year or last year was the beginning point of recycling business for composite materials. Okay? So that means the method and its the business benefits is not well established. So that is another chance to challenge it. And the conclusion and the future outlook, recycling composite material is very essential for sustainable future, and ongoing research and development are very crucial for improving recycling technology, expanding application, creating a circular economy for composite. So future sustainable composite is bright with continued advances in material science, manufacturing, recycling technology. The focus on sustainable composite material will continue to be an area of intense research and development, driving innovation in a range of industries. So this is about the recycling issue with composite material. So conceptually, okay? It's not all of our lectures. Our purpose is just to provide the conceptual and very the large scale of viewpoint only, not the detailed technique to calculate, analyze, design, or manufacturing the real parts those kind of things are not included here. So the purpose of my lecture series was to provide you the motivation toward the composite material mechanics in various ways. So if you can notice the importance of composite material and its related technology will be crucial to our future. So you have motivation to participate in those communities. Then I think my lecture would have some result. Okay. So do you have any question about recycling or related? Do you have any kinds of? No. Yes. Of course, of course. Because thermoplastic is relatively easy. Because the thermoplastic matrix composite means the plastic can be treated at elevated temperature, right? So that means it can be melted and reused. Then the fiber will be the washed and retreated separately. But most of the CFRP related is very hard and very favorable composite. Its matrix is epoxy or vinyl polyester or polyester. So that means it is very difficult to be recycled because it cannot be the thermoplastic like recycled, right? So very different. So maybe epoxy based composite, maybe I don't know. I'm also not have a deep understanding about recycling technique except mechanical needle punch, something like that. It's very easily understandable, but chemical process, maybe it will not be used for CFRP, I guess. Maybe pyrolysis or mechanical method would be used. Right? But it is thermoplastic based, then it is much simpler. Okay? It can be answered to you. Okay.
But just because of the temperature and bandwidth, we are not using the thermoplastic.
Because thermoplastic, if every composite can be made of thermoplastic, then it would be better for recycling purpose. But the matrix itself has a different characteristic from thermoplastic and thermosetting. So if we have a more rigid and temperature resistant to hot temperature, or the humid absorption, water absorption, those kind of things are considered, then I should choose epoxy-based composite, thermoset-based composite. And also the manufacturing technique is for mass production. So I think epoxy-based composite, so it would be much easier. Other questions? Okay.
We have some standards for testing of the composites.
Similarly, when it comes to recycling and reuse of it, is there any policies made across the globe to see that?
I guess at least a similar period. Carbon based the reinforcement ones. So it already some policies reinforced, requested already from European the countries already, and maybe US too.
Most of the times when we go for developing a new materials, we have standards and we use it. But when it comes to recycling, reuse or sustainability, leaving the sustainability part, about the recycling part or reuse of part, it should be like just like how we have uniform standards for characterization of materials. Similarly, for policies also, should be made for recycling and reuse. Otherwise, the entire composite materials, it will be evolving to a next level of it, and the entire world will be made of composites in a sooner time. What are the policies globally, globally that the reuse and recycling, safety of the environment, all that is not discussed at par with the development of these materials?
It's very completing issue, right? For recycling and the productive mass production, it's a very completing issue. But if we follow just one direction, like material itself, product itself, then maybe its price will be very vastly costly. Just low price is possible, but that means as extra use will be prevailing. It's because it is very cheap. Then a waste will be found much more. Then maybe landfill will be chosen, but the landfill one will not decay for a long time. Then at the end, it is very clear for all of us to ask to stop manufacturing for the or make some method to prevent those kind of the anti-sustainability. Right? So if we can expect at the last conclusion, last requirement, then this is 21st century, not 10th century. So we have to be enforced at the beginning stage of technology. I think. So although it is difficult to overcome, but I think it must have some balanced way to find the between easy manufacturing and the keeping environment. It must be balanced. And lastly, about the silicon. So, he absent today. Okay.
Silicon.
I said. Okay. Silicon. So he asked about what is suggestion about silicon-based compositor, something like that. It can be where it can be used, something like that. But it needs some kind of creative idea. But I don't have any special idea. But I just checked the website about that. Just the pure cylinder. Then there are many silicon. There are many silicon rubbers we are using, but mostly all of those don't to be replaced by the silicon-based composite substrate. But I can see some kind of industrial component like electrical connector or something. It has very complicated shape, and it must be molded together with the electrical wire or something like that. And as far as I know, the liquid silicon injection is difficult for those kind of electrical connector. So maybe that kind of things need to get some silicon like the property, electrical property, and also need some mechanical stiffness. And currently it is difficult to be manufactured, so it is kind of very special trick is needed from the few of company only. So that means it can be considered for silicon-based composite. I wanted to say like that, but I cannot see him. Okay, this will be the end of my lecture series, and I have to say this all over slide. Actually, because I have less understanding about the overall lecture or content level about the GN, this program. So I asked Dr. Vivek Dimoli to negotiate that content level and the content itself. So he prepared all of slides for me. So I am very much indebted to the Dr. Bill. He prepared most of slides. So I have to say to you. Okay? Thank you very much, Dr. Vivek Dimoli. So I have to finish this lecture due to your help. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all, and I'll finish my the lecture today. And if you have any suggestion or question, then I'm pleased to communicate with you by your email or any other things. Okay. So feel free to contact me later. Okay. Thank you very much.